Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenario series. Today we are going to discuss to the one of the real-time scenario on the flows. So already we know, right? In the last release, we are getting by the couple of the new updates onto the Salesforce flows. So one of the updation we are going to discuss to the in this video. So here is our use case. We can fetch by the latest created 10 opportunity records with stage is the closed one or closed last records only. So why here we are especially mentioned by the 10 records means so in the flows Salesforce given by the new feature to us today we have the limit. So in Apex class we are going to write the limitation, right? Limit 10 or 20 or 100 like that. So here also they are given by the some limitation. Earlier we don't have the like this limitation. We can fetch it by the all the records only. And here we have to the one more feature also they are introduced by the here we can filter by the records after get the records we can filter by the those records. Okay, those records how we are going to display by the two different tables. So we can discuss to the in this video. So after the filter records as per our business requirement we can do the um, logic. But here as for our use case we can fetch by the latest 10 records with the closed one and closed last, and we can display by the those records into the two different tables. Table A we have to display by the closed one records. Table B we have to display by the closed last record with some fields with the columns. Table already we have the columns, right? Those columns too we have to display. So let's see how we are going to implement this. Let's come to the here. We can search with the flows. Click onto the flows. Click on new flow. So start from scratch, click on next, create screen flow here. So as of our requirement, we need to get it by the opportunity records, right? So get records here, get latest created opportunity records. Especially we are going to get it by the latest created 10 opportunity records. Okay. So here we have to the object name is the opportunity. So here condition is the what they are expecting to us. We have the either closed one or closed last stage. Okay. So that's why here we have to take it by the here stage equals to closed one or stage name equals to closed last. So now here we are going to sort it by the based on the created rate, right? So here we have to the taking by the latest to created 10 records, descending order, created date. Now here you have to observe we can get it by the first record or we can set up by the specific limit. Earlier we have the all the records only we are getting by the all the records, but now we are going to fetch it by the specific records. So up to we can mention by the 20,000 records. Okay. Sorry. So maximum we can minimum we can give it by the up to 20,000 records we can get it. So as of our requirement we can get it by the 10 records, right? I am enter by the 10 records. So now here sorted by the all the fields, we can keep it rest of things here. So this is the one of the new feature they are introduced by the here. We can specify the limit as well into the flows. Okay, now here we can save it to the up to here. Get or display opportunity records. Just we are going to take it by the some naming conversion. Okay, display uh, latest created 10 records. Okay. So click on save. Then now here we have the filter by the records. In this get method, it is hold the closed one and closed last records. So we can write it for the one query, one for the closed one query for the closed last, or get records, right? It is run by the two queries. But here we have to get it by the either closed one or closed last record into the in single query or single get records. Now here we have to filter which records is the closed one, which records is the closed last. Earlier we have to take it by the based on the decision, and we can loop the for loop we are using, right? So looping two, we have to identify the which record is the closed one, which record is the not the closed one. So based on that, we are adding by into the another variable. Then only we can display by the that data into the table. So now we can skip to the all those steps. Directly we can filter without to loop the records, without to taking by the any decisions. We can directly filter by the records. That is the new feature is given by the here. So filters. So collection filter. Okay, so here we have to the filter by the directly our data. So here, so closed lost closed one records. So collection is the we are getting by the all those records. Now this is the collection. Okay. So now which records we want to fetch it? So here stage name equals to closed one records only. This is the filter by the only closed one records. Now at the same time, we have to fetch it by the closed last records. Another filter we can add it. Closed last records. So which is the collection? We have to get it by the all the records now latest created from this stage equals to closed last. Okay. Now it is filtered by the closed one records here, and it is filtered by the closed last records here. Okay, closed one and closed last records. We have the filter. Now, as for our requirement, we have to display the closed one records into the one particular table, and closed last records we have to display by into the another table. Okay, let's see how we are going to display display records into the two different tables. So we have to display it. That's why here we have to take it by the one screen flow. So this is the opportunity records, our screen name. Okay, so now here we have to take it by the data table. So now in this data table is the it would be the closed one records. Okay, so here we have to use it for the closed one records. Use it for the label is the closed one opportunities. Use this label, and here we have the source of the collection. Already we have the filter, right? So we have the filter name. We have to select by the here closed one records. So here especially we are getting by the only closed one records. So by the bar we can search it for this. Otherwise you can uncheck this. So here search bar will not be the appear. And next is the which columns you want to display, multiple or single view only. So we can go for the only view only here. And here columns, which columns you want to display. So we can take it by the opportunity name, and we can display it by the opportunity amount, and we have to display it by the close date when it is the closed. Okay, these are the fields information we are going to display it by the on the opportunity closed one records. Opportunity closed one records. Okay, so name, amount, and closed date. This is for the closed one opportunity. At the same time, we need to display it by the Closed last records also, right? Let's take it by the here. Closed lost opportunities. So here closed lost opportunities used by the label, and here collection already we are filter, right? Closed lost records. This is also with the we are selecting by the here, and shows search bar, and next come to the columns view only, and here which columns you want to display, same we have to display it by the name, amount. So you want to some other fields, you can add it by the some other fields also. As of now I am displaying by the name, amount, and date fields only. Okay, so as for your requirement, you have to display those fields also. So like this, in this screen flow, we have to display it by the filter records with the different tables. Okay, let's save this. Let's debug. Run. See here. We have the 7 records, and these for the 3 records only, 10 records only we are fetching na 7 plus 3. So total 10 records only fetching from the database based on the created date. And here we have the 7 is the closed one records, 3 is the closed last records. 3 is the closed last records. So like this, we can fetch the limited records from the database in the get records. Now, this is the new feature given by the Salesforce to us. We can give it by the limited records only. We can fetch from the database. Earlier, we don't have this feature. If you want to get it by the all the records, you can choose by the here all the records. After that, we can filter by the records. Closed one records you want to separate collection, and closed last records is the we want the separate collection. We can filter by the those records. Then as for the business requirement, we can proceed by the later steps. So in our use cases, we are just to display by the those records now. So we have displayed to the those records into the two different tables. Two different tables we are displaying into the those information. Okay, just click on to the run again. See here, we can able to display with this information. Okay, where you want this flow you want to use, just to click on the activate, you can utilize to this flow where we want. Or you can create by the one tab, we can create by the one tab, then we can access by the this flow. Okay. I hope it's clear how it was the implemented, and how to get by the limited records, and how to filter the those records, and how to display by those records into the two different tables. Okay, thank you guys. Stay tuned for the more real-time scenarios.